Hello there. Welcome to Canada. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just...
And that is something we will have to find it out. Welcome everyone to the Grand Prix session with formulaGP. This is the advanced race which I'm going to show you based on the qualifying, the alternative qualifying rules which we had in the previous video. So if you are interested to find it out, just take a look and review that session to know how the grid was set it up. Okay, for that session, I prepared some advanced rules, some optional rules. So for sure, in that race, I'm going to use a player turn sequence determined by the momentum. It will be presented during the game. The medium tire place tire token placement will be -1. I will also use the photo finish procedures. For some penalties, I will let the race director to decide. I will also have a limited tire set for a dry race. I will use a weather change modifier if the weather will be rainy or cloudy. Regarding the both cars, I will set the pit strategy checks. I will also use late pit bonus checks for them, trying to undercut the other strategies. I will try also to use the bot stress management and some unofficial rules which are not in the official rulebooks. In case of bot failure, I will roll the white die to decide whether the bot will change the tires according to his strategies or not. Bot red die, if any red die score will be a tire wear result, and then I will adjust and then reflect that in their strategies, so that -1 point. Tactics bonus, corner bonus modification, if that will be negative, -1, I will use it only when it helps bot to stop on a straight, on a 8th gear tile. Rookies will use also corner modification bonus. One rookie will get a bonus +1 to the points. That will be decided by the die roll. And some tiles will be treated as a straights. These will be marked with 8th gear tokens, like here and here. So these ones will be treated exactly as the straight tile for the bots, and also for players to use, for example, the ERS extension. All right. So what we should define first? First of all, let's define the weather. As you can see, the table is exactly the same which I left after qualifying session. I just only clean up the tactics and battle and strategy cards. But first, yeah, before we go with the strategy, let's find it out what will be the weather. Okay, it's sunny, and then it is sunny. Also, we'll have to define, is it a normal temperature, hot or extreme, which will also affect the tire wear. I'll just place it here to remember about that. Okay, so now I can set the tire strategies for the car. So let's decide it based on the sequence here. So the car on pole position get it first. Then it's me, so I don't need to have it. Then we have red car, silver, and then we have a rookie bot cars, and the rookie bots should be marked with a reverse token. Then you have it a green TCAM to identify it easier. Then the next car is this one, and then we have also the probot here. Okay. Okay, let's define also the tactics for these cars in the same sequence. Here we are, and as I said, we will use the cars here. Okay, this is not for the rookie bot cars. This one not as well. First one. First one will be that team. I'll just mark this with dog token. And the other one is also, you can see these are marked for to be used by the rookie bots. This is for that, the green team. And let me decide by a die roll. Green result, as you can see the button here pointing to the right, red result pointing to the left, and let's see who will get the bonus. The car on the right will get +1, just to make it a little bit different speed than the other rookie bots. But these two will not beat. They will not measure the tires. They will be not affected. They will be not affected by some hazard tokens, and also they are limited a bit with during the battles. So all we have, set it up. So we have the tactics placed. Now we should decide about the tires to be used by the bot cars. Okay, so let's start from this guy. Okay, green or red desert will define tires, so that's red. That means the bot will use softs, and this, including the tire marker, can go back to the pits. However, it will not be used because the other tires on the strategy card is a hard tire, so that will not be needed anymore for that car. So we can put it back here. Okay, so let's decide now about that tire check, where it will be. So it's score number 2. The tires set are softs, and the soft tires have a basic point, starting point, which you can see also on the info card. Where is it? The last one. Yeah, you can see, for example, it's 5. So 5 score plus the result here is 7. So we can place on the 7th spot the first tire check of that car. Next one, that's going to be me. If you remember, my medium tires are affected with 1 tire point from the qualifying score, but I've selected soft tires here for the start. I still have 1 soft tires just in case if I would like to go for 2 pit stops, and maybe I'll do. We'll see. Anyway, I'm using softs, so we have it here, and for sure I will have to pit to switch to mediums, because this is something which is forced by the rules that you need to use in the dry race. You need to use 2 type of dry tires, and this team is taking care quite nice with soft and medium tires. So this time on this track, maybe I will not go for the hard ones. Okay, next in the line, or maybe here we'll have the orange car, which is on the pole position. Let's decide him. Okay, green score, and green score means he will switch to the hards, which is also, I would say, I've made a mistake. This is not my team. Sorry, because the lights is reflecting here from the lamp. So this is not that team. I think I've mixed it up. Okay, again. This team selected green, and green is hard tires, and he will switch to the softs, which are not affected by the tire points anyway. Okay, and again, let's make a die score for the tire check, and that's 4, and that's softs as well. So that's going to be 8 this time. That's going to be 8, and 8 is here. Okay, next in the line, here, let's take the silver team. Let's make a die roll. I'm wondering, any of them has a strategy to switch during the race, during the pit stop. So this is a very clear strategy for them. Okay, red score, that means he will switch. Oh, he will be very aggressive. He will be very aggressive and he will start with soft and he will switch to mediums, to medium tire type. And let's decide on the tire check. The score is 5 as well, so it's pretty strong. But 5 plus 5 is 10, and as you can see, it's after the tire wear point. That means that this guy will pit directly. He will not do any tire check, but he will just make a pit call. Okay, next here we have this team. Let's make a die roll, and the score is green. And green score means he will also start on soft tires. So that's, I don't know why, but all cars are very aggressive, very fast on softs. Some will switch to hards, but yeah, anyway, it's going to be pretty hard for me. Okay. Okay, yeah, this one had a green score. Green means it's soft, and he will go to medium tires during the pit stop. All right. Okay, let's check the tire wear of this car. Okay, score is the blank score. That means it's +1. So the basic score is 5 plus 1. That's 6. So he will have a tire wear check pretty early. Okay, and the last car here, let's make it roll. It's green, and green means he will switch to the softs later on, and he will start with medium tires. So he will go to softs later on, and then you will have a chance to see how this tire token, which was placed here during qualifying round, will affect his tires in the race. Okay, rookie cars are not having any tire checks, so we don't need to set them up. Let's just make a die roll here. So medium starting point is 7, as you can see on the card. So score 3 plus 7 means that's 10, and he will have it here. Let's put it at the bottom because I would like to have the pit on the front. And why is that? Because let's decide about the possible undercut with the pit check. So we'll have to place the pit check token 2 spaces before the car with the pit marker. And here, this one, we also have the pit check token for the bots 2 spaces before the late, or let's call it the fresh pit bonus as well. Oh, what else? As you remember, one of these cars crashed in qualifying. He drove twice the car with empty score. That means he will start from the pit lane, and the car which starts from the pit lane will miss 2 first rounds, and he will back to the race in the 3rd game round. So we'll keeping empty space here. We didn't yet place the stress tokens. So managing stress in the bot starts with covering the bonus here on the card, and after each round, which will be clean for the bot, we will take it out by the -1 level, and we will take it out after the 2nd round will be clean by the bot. Clean move by the bot means that there will be no need to roll a red die. After that, they can earn a bonus +1 point, except for the race leader. The race leader will not have any bonus, similar to the players. Okay, let's decide about the tire, about the track temperature. Let me roll the die here. Okay, and the score is 4, and according to the card, the score 4 means the weather or the track temperature is normal. That means we are not affecting any the tire wear for mediums and soft tires. So that's good for me. Okay, so are you ready to start the race? Let's go. So if you remember, I'll need to start the race with the cards which I have left from the qualifying score. So as a player, I need to decide on my cards first. So how many LEDs I'm going to play. And I'm lucky enough to have a green card with 3 LEDs. So I will play these 2 cards. That will be my score, let's say. That's really 4 LEDs. And now let's decide on the bots, starting from the sequence. Oh, we know that's not a good start for the guy in pole position. However, he is lucky enough that he is in front, and he has still, despite the empty score, he has still +2 LED bonus. Okay, next one. Also empty. Oh, come on, also empty. That's nice. And here we are. Okay, so we have these 2 cards, 6 LEDs, then he will start second. That these guys have a perfect reaction to the lights out. Then I will go third because I have 4 LEDs. Then we have the green car, and then we have 3 cars with empty score, which will go in the sequence of their grid positions. And at the end, we have the car from the pit lane here, which will join the race in the 3rd game round. Let's make a little bit more space here. And let's go. So we have a red car starting first. So it was a perfect reaction for the lights out, and he will make a move first. Let's decide which pace he will going to make his move. Is it green or red? It's green. And we are making the move from the start from the 2nd gear. So green pace of that team, 2nd gear, that's 2 + 4, that's going to be 6. And his tactics card says use the line at completely the right edge of so the 4th line. So he should go to the right, and he goes with 6 movement points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we can take it out. Next one. Let's go with this man. And what pace that will be? That's going to be green. So also similar, that's going to be 6. That's going to be 6. However, he should switch the racing lane on the corner. The corner is only there to the right side of the corner. However, until he will get there, he should move to the left if there is any obstacle on the track. And here it is. He has a car in front, so he goes to the left with 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He don't have any more movement points to reach his preferred racing lane. However, you can see that there is a marker which shows roll a red die. That means we'll have to roll it for him. This car came safely. He made his move safely, so we can decrease its stress level. And let's decide about here. Okay, that's a risk card, but I'm not using risk cards for the bots, so he is safe. However, he is not reducing his stress. Okay, who's next on the line? That's going to be me. So I'm going with the green pace, which is quite nice because I will go through the green speed limit without the violation of that rule, and also I can switch the racing lane without using a tire points. Unfortunately, by doing this, I'm losing that card, so I will not draw any event for that. Okay, 2nd gear for me, green color, that's going to be 2, and 4, that's going to be 6, so very similar to the other cars. But let me go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And by doing this, I just went for the lead. So I'm temporarily a race leader. Let's see if that will be still the case after a few rounds. If you remember, the first 2 game rounds are without any battles, so we can pass freely, and we are not doing any corner bonus modification. You can also have some guides on the info cards regarding the race start for the players or restart for the bot cards. So round 1, the sequences regarding the LEDs from battle cards. Then tactics will be draw a new one in the second round. Pole position guide gets 2 LEDs for the start. What else? Corner model modification is not applicable. Will to will also are not applicable. Slipstream bonus are not applicable. Also, the RS zone is not active during the first 2 game rounds. Okay, this guy have 2 LEDs from bonus. However, it will not give him, and that will not make him a difference. It's still not enough, and this car is going to make a move first. Green pace, and that's going to be just 3 movement points. That's his card. It's going to the left. 1, 2, and 3. He made a move. Okay, and next we have the guy from the pole position, and let's check his pace, and it's red. Finally, someone who is driving very, very fast here, and that's going to be 7. Let's see. Okay, his card. Oh, by the way, when the bot is using red die, we should exchange his tactics after that. However, all bot cards will have new cards for the next round, so I'm not going to do that yet. Okay. So I said he has red pace, so that's going to 3 + 4, that's going to be 7, and his tactics says go straight ahead and just switch the lane when needed to the right. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot go to the right because there is a car, so I can go to the left. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, that was pretty fast. Luckily, the outside lane has more spaces than mine, and he couldn't pass me. So I'm still marked as a race leader because the car here didn't finish the overtake. So the car who was first still keeps the position number 1 token. Okay. Then we have another car, the silver arrow or silver car. That's red as well. So that's 4 + 3, that's 7. And he have similar case here. The previous car here has a red die roll only when he will battle. However, you know, there are no battles in the first 2 game rounds. That's why I didn't roll a red die for him, and we can resolve his stress. However, the stress tokens are not applicable in the first 2 game rounds. Sorry for that, because there is a chaos on track. Everyone trying to fight for the position. There's a squeeze, so we shouldn't do that yet. Only from starting from the 3rd game round. So I did it. I wanted to show it too fast how it works, but it's not yet the case. Okay, again, that's 4 + 3, that's 7, and go straight and switch the lane to the right when needed. So that's 7. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cannot go to the right, so he goes to the left. We are not using any corner modification yet, so he stays there. And there is a last car here with the pace, red pace, and he goes 4. That's going to be, and go to the left when needed, but there is no such a case. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this car, did I use him a 4th point? 1, 2, 3, no. The 4th point, the bonus one, oh, I forgot to make it. All right, so that was the first round. So the car here needs to still wait for his chance to move. So next, second game round, now I can draw a new card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh man, it's all tire cards. I still have 2 ERS charge, so I can make these two cards and place them back at the back of the of my card deck. Okay, that's not bad. And let's start it again. So there you have a first chance to see how the driver sequence based on the momentum will work. So the guy or the car which plays the bigger amount of LEDs will has the bigger momentum and will make the move first. For the players counts the LEDs from played card, from the bots, the score from a die roll. Okay, and I'm going to that one is not needed anymore. That was just a marker for qualifying. Okay, I can go with green or I can go with red. I'm on the 4th gear tile, so that's going to be 3 or 2 from the base score. That's just 1 point difference. If I'll go with the green, that's going to be 4 and 2, that's 6. But with the red color, that's going to be 7. There is no any speed limit tokens. It's only here and on the other side of the track there. And also we have a red speed limit here and here. And a tricky corner is here and there. Okay, and I think I'm going to play the red pace. So let's go. And quick check, what is the skill of my driver? That's a veteran. When you defend using red cards in a pair, you gain 2 LEDs for the battle. So I've played the card, so I've lost already that opportunity. So maybe I will have some luck and will have again a red card. So maybe we'll try to use that skill. Okay, so I've played red card with 3 LEDs. Let's see if that will be enough to start first before the bot card. And the bot card is 3 as well. So if there is a same score, if we have a tie, then the car, we can apply the old rule. So where the car will start first, which is on the inside lane of the corner or to the upcoming corner if it's on the straight. So in this case, that's going to be me. Red pace, that's going to be 3 plus 4 from the tires, that's going to be 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is nice tile to stop because it's still 8th gear, 1 farther going to be 4, 1 irregular would be 4th gear as well. So this is pretty good move for me. However, if I would play green one, I would also be there because it's just 1 point of a difference. Okay, let's go for the bot. Second round for him. Also, we need to decide the pace in first 2 game rounds. This time it's red pace and gear number 4. And that's a lot much more. So for the bots, it's a new tactics for them. Let's place them according to the sequence on the track. And here we are. And the last one. He didn't have a chance to use it, so maybe we should keep it still until it will be used. Rookie bots are keeping these all the time. We don't need to change and switch that for them. Okay, anyway, let's back. So he was red pace, 4th gear is very fast for him. That's going to be 5, and 4 it's 9. And go straight ahead with the option to change to the left when needed. So 9, pretty fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I lost the lead. He was faster than me. However, you can see there's a die roll required. So let's do that. Oh, and you can see tire score for him. And we said that when we have a tire and a score in the red die roll for the bots, we should affect tire wear. And we are doing this by moving back their token by 1 space. That means that he will have a tire wear check one game round earlier. Okay, who's next? Let's roll dice for these 2. This one is from the old prototype. It has a gray background, so we can say that the gray background will be for the silver car and the other for the red one. Let's see, who has the bigger score. Okay, the bigger score is with the white background, so that will be a red car, and we can see already that's going to be a red pace, and the other will go with the green pace. Second gear for the red car, red pace, that's going to be 4 + 4, and that's 8. Let's go. And he will switch to the middle left lane on the next straight. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, because that's the middle left lane. 5, 6, 7, and 8 is here for him. And the other guy, second gear, and that's going to be green pace. That's just 5, and he goes straight ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is here. Okay, same came his. Let's say that the gray background is going to be for the rookie bot, for the pro bot. So that's green. Both will have a green pace, but the pro bot will have a higher score, so he goes first. So, but for them it's 8th gear. So that's going to be green. 5 + 4. That's going to be 8. And go switch to the middle internal, and that's exactly the lane which he is on. So that's going to be 5 and 4. That's going to be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So he is there. We still don't have any wheel-to-wheel battles, and we still don't have any standard battles. And let's go with this guy, and he goes 6 movement points. He's also following the proper racing lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's the farthest possible move, because there is a car in front which is blocking the way for him. Okay, and the pace, what is the pace for the next car here? That's red. 8th gear for him is going to be 8 + 1, that's going to be 10. We have a double lane space, but he should go to the left, so here. So that's going to be 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 is here. And this guy still waiting for his round. He will make it in the next game round. Okay, third game round. Okay, we have a new race leader. I still can pick one card to have it 6, as my ERS chart also shows. And let's proceed by picking up a new tactics for the bots according to their sequence on track. Again, I wanted to give it to him, but he didn't even use the first one. Old habit. Okay, let's go. We don't need to do a pace check for the bots, and they will use a red pace from now on. Okay, so he is 4th gear red pace. That's going to be 5, and the 4th is going to be 9. And keep middle right when on the straight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This one is treated as a straight tile, as I said earlier. That's why we are not modifying any corner bonus here. Okay, and that's going to be me right now. I'm on 8th gear. The 8th gear for that car is pretty slow. It's just 3 points, base points. It would be better to go with orange car, which will be used as a red pace by me. So that's going to be 5 + 4, that's going to be 9. Let's go to the same lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, damn it. It's not enough to stop on the 8th gear tile. However, I can use a tire bonus card, which allows me to extend a move from the corner. I'm on the corner, so I'm using 1 tire point, and I'm extending a move from the corner. So that means I'm exiting the corner a bit better. I'm pushing more harder. 1 space forward, causing my tire increase. Okay, I don't have enough points to charge my overtaking points. However, I could do some tricks to do that. For example, I could switch my red parameter to increase OT points, or try to extend a move from a straight, because I can do that as well, which would give me one extra point again, which would give me another one overtaking points, which would be enough to overtake. But the question is if I want to do that. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm gonna play tower point and my green card. So tower +1. So I have 4 LEDs, and let's check the tactics card of that car if he is allowed to do the battle. Yes, he is. He don't need to make any decisions for defense. He just picks a battle card, and as we can see, he has 5 LEDs. I just have 4. Sorry, and I've lost. I lost some nice card. I lost 1 ERS point, but at least I tried. Okay, next in the line. Again, we have... Okay, again, now let's decide here who has a bigger momentum. Let's say the gray background will be for a red car. Both have green pace, and this is the gray one. I have 2, and the other one have 3. So this one has a bigger momentum, goes first. 4th gear for him is going to be 4th gear for him is going to be 4, and 4 that's going to be 8. However, this guy make a clean move, so he can decrease his stress now finally. And as we said here, that's going to be 8 movement points. However, on the next straight, he will switch to maximum to the left. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And he stops here on the 8th gear tile on the straight. Oh, sorry, that was 4th gear, not... That was 4th gear, not 6th. So that's going to be 4 + 2. That's going to be just 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, 6. And he stopped on the tricky corner on the dangerous space. However, this bonus says go +3 if you stop on the corner. That's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Lucky enough, but not so lucky, because he is forced to roll a red die. And as you can see, the score is a spin. So he is now a very in a very dangerous position. He lost control of the car. Let's check if he can counter steer it. So if the result will be again a spin, he couldn't save the car and he will lose it, let's say. Let's check it out. Okay, he's safe, nothing happens. However, he cannot decrease the stress because he had a red die roll, but we can place him a new tactics card. Okay, he survived. Let's go with the red card, 4th gear, green pace. That's going to be 6 as well, but he can just go straight forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He stops on the tricky corner as well, but on the safe space, and had no corner modification at all. So he needs to stop where he is. All right, let's decide on the next cars here. The gray background, let it be for the silver car. Okay, silver car has green pace and less score than the blue here. So he starts first. That's going to be red pace, 6th gear. That's going to be 6 movement points, and keep the middle outside on the next corner, which is this one. And he cannot switch to the corner now because there's a car here. What we should do, we should make a die roll to check if that car is going to be aggressive, risking with the penalty. So if the score will be 6, he's very aggressive. But the score is 3, nothing happens. So he's ignoring the tactics, and he goes just straight ahead. That's going to be, as I said, 6. right? 6, no, that was green pace, so that's going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, stopping here. Okay, next car, also green pace, 6th gear is going to be 4, and 4, that's going to be 8 points. Straight ahead, 1, 2, 3. He cannot now enter on that tile because that tile is defended by this car. So there must be a battle. Okay, you can see there is a marker here that shows that we need to make a decision for that bot. If that bot decides to attack or not. If the result will be green, he will try to attack. If the result is red, he is not capable or he's not deciding to attack yet. That's a pity for him. All right, we have next car here. That's sixth gear for that. That's going to be 6 plus 6 plus 1 is going to be 7. 1 and 2. And let's make a battle because there is an adjacent lane. If he would drive this one, that would be without a battle. However, he's following this lane, so we need to make a battle. Okay, and the decisions to be made for the attack? No. And the decisions to be made for the defense? No. So the attacker goes 1 LED and the defender goes with 5 LEDs. So defender wins, so the cars stays as they are. And we have a car which is leaving the pit finally with the pace, with the red pace, 2nd gear, and finally that's going to be 4. 4 plus 3, that's going to be 7. So that's going to be to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is here. So he's catching up the pack. However, as you can see, he had a die roll, which means that he was so aggressive on the pit exit and then on the cold tires, so that probably made something for him, but he is safe. And we have finally a new tactics for him, which will be again with a die roll. Okay, so the other cars are reducing the stress, except of this one. Okay, and we are moving to the next game round. That will be the 4th game round. Okay, so we have the race leader, 8th gear, and we have that 7 plus 4, that's going to be 11, and to keep the current racing lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to the left. 9, 10, 11. Okay, and he stops on the corner. And as I told you, I will adjust a little bit the game rules. And if the negative -1 corner modification is in use, I will apply it only when it allows bot to stop on a straight tile, which is basically the 8th gear tile, which is the fastest one. So in this case it is, so I will move it back, and thanks to that this bot will go faster next round. All right, next, that's going to be me. So I can pick the cards, this time just 5. I have 1 LED next to my ERS, current ERS chart, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I want, do I want to put it back? Maybe not. Okay, so here is the green speed limit. I still have 1 counter still card, so maybe I should take a risk, and I think I'm going to do that. Okay, that's going to be 5 plus 4 is going to be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 is going to OT, or I can just step back by 1 point and charge the ERS instead. That's what I'm going to do, because if I will overtake this guy right now, I will stop in the 4th gear, and 4th gear is pretty slow for this car, and that's going to be similar to 2nd gear, so that's not a good choice. Not a good choice to do that. So I think I'm gonna back up, and still, anyway, I need to roll a red die for going faster than a green speed limit. So I will roll in the same time the white die. It will it can show me later on if I'm going to counter steer, which direction I should do that. Luckily, it's just a risk. Let's see what is it. All right, well, it's getting heating. Okay, so it looks like I'm pushing too much for that car, for that team, for that engine. Anyway, engine issue, you need to slow down or your engine will leak oil. Your next move must be by green card or place the oil token on the track. You'll stop and roll the red die. A result of a car spin means the car cannot be saved by a counter street. That's very dangerous. So I will have to go with the green speed next move. Looking for that, maybe I should go fourth. Maybe I should try to attack because that's the green speed is very slow in that car. It doesn't matter is it 8th gear or second, fourth or sixth. Okay, so it wasn't so bad in terms of a risk, but it could be better. All right, let's go with the next car. That was the blue one. So orange car didn't have to roll any red dice, so his stress goes down. So let me place it here. So he's fully focused. However, as a race leader, he cannot have that bonus. I'm placing the race leader token on his card, and let's go with the blue car. Okay, that's 8 gears, going to be 8 plus 4 is going to be 12. Okay, so he's chasing me very fast, and keep the mid right side of the track. So he will switch it. So that's going to be 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's here. And no corner modification here, so he'll stop on the second gear. That saves my ass for that moment. Okay, behind we have a red car, 6th gear, and also he's reducing his stress. 6th gear is going to be 5 plus 4, that's 9, and follow the same racing lane. So that's going to be, I said, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Not close enough, but I think in the next round he will catch the car in front. And then we have rookie bots from the 8th gear, this one. So that's going to be 8 points, and keep mid outside, so the same one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he has a corner modification plus 2. 1 and 2. So we have a situation where the car is just a tile behind, which allows to attack. However, there is still a space between them, but the rules are not saying about the space. The rules are saying if you are a tile behind the other car. So you can try to attack from behind. So going from the far distance, kind of a deep dive here, and trying to attack. However, there is end of the line here, so it's a little bit maybe not nice. However, it's still better to stop 2 spaces farther than sitting there, right? And anyway, they could have a will-to-will potentially will-to-will battle next round. Okay, so let's make a battle between these 2 cars. So that's a rookie car, no decisions for the attack. The red one, no decision for defense. So let's try. The attacker has a 3 LEDs plus a die roll, so let me roll it. Oh, he was hit. Wing damage, front wing damage. Okay, plus 2. So that score, its score is 5. And next one, the defender have 4, but there is an option to draw another card and sum up the score. The next card, however, is empty result, so the attacker wins because it's 5 LED against 4. So the attacker wins, and his potential overtake potential from that card is 4. However, the card is limited to 2, so only 2 points can be done, and 1 and 2. And we have exactly the situation which I just predicted, that the cars will battle wheel to wheel next round. Okay, next we have a silver car here, gear number 4. For now, this car can reduce the stress, so he has a +1 bonus for the next game round. Unless there will be a second wheel-to-wheel round, then the stress will increase Again, so silver car, fourth gear is going to be 3 plus 4 is going to be 7 and follow the same racing lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 is going to be here. Okay, and the car behind is on the fourth gear, that's going to be 5, but remember that this rookie has +1 extra bonus, so that's going to be 5 plus 1 is going to be 6, and switch to mid internal racing lane, so we need to switch it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. No corner modification for this car. So this is a rookie bot, so we can ignore the tricky corners for the rookie bots, just for the sake of simplicity of managing these rookies. Okay, and the last car who started from the pit lane is on the 6th gear. 6th gear for him is going to be 5 plus 3, that's 8. Switch to the external right, so that's going to be 5 plus 3, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There is a corner modification which is not needed because there will be a battle anyway. However, first we need to resolve the red die roll. Let's check it out. What is it? A tire wear. Okay, so as I said, that's one of the new rules, modified rules, especially for the championship season. It's kind of an unofficial rule. Just we need to move back a token, tire token of that car. So where is it? Here. Okay, and due to the red die roll, he's not reducing its stress, so he stays at the same level. Okay, looks like we are hitting the end of the round, so let's move to the next one and let's continue. So the car here, the race leader, 8 gears is going to be 7 plus 4, that's going to be 11, and keep the mid right side of the next straight. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and he can go -1. As I said, if there is a straight tile, I'm preferring to go -1 to allow bot to start next round with a faster pace. Okay, so he ran out from he get out from the red zone, so that's good for him, not specifically good for me. Okay. Okay, I need to remember I need to go with the green card. I cannot go with the cards in pairs. So, but at least I can pick 2 cards. Okay, 1 red, 1 tire. Tire is always good. It allows the extensive moves from the corner. But unfortunately, I need to go with the green card, the green pace. I'm going to use the one with the single LEDs. So 8 gears is going to be just 3 plus 4, that's 7. But maybe I will use the opportunity of driving the green pace. Maybe I will switch the lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, I survived the engine overheating. Crap. All right, sorry for the phone. Okay, let's back. So I finished my move and let's go back with this dark blue car. Second gear is going to be 3 plus 4, that's going to be 7, and keep that side on the track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. No corner modification for that car and no red die rules, so he can reduce his stress and will get +1 for the next round. And here we are, we have a wheel-to-wheel battle for the red car and the blue car. So let's decide. I got it. Let's decide who's going to be first based on a die roll. So remember, that's a modification to determine the sequence based on the car momentum, which in case of the bots are the die rolls. So the one with the time stopper with the gray background will going to be for the red car, which is this one. So that's 6 and 3, and the red car will go with the pace of red color, and bigger score means he will be making his move first. So 8th gear is going to be 8 plus 4, that's 12 plus 1 is going to be 13. That's a lot. So 13, follow the same racing lane. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go to the left, 6, 7, and now that's interesting. Now that's very interesting. You see there is an empty lane here between these two cars. That means that that car can overtake this one without a battle. And then he can go here and switch to the inside and continue, which is not nice because he will be very close to my car. Come on, man. All right. Okay, so that was 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13 is here. Luckily, he don't have any more points. And luckily, there's an again empty space here. So he cannot use the momentum, fixed momentum of that car. Because that's not a standard attack. Whew, okay, I'm still second. Very good. Bad luck for you, guy. Okay, let's go with the blue car. Next car, that's going to be... Oh, what's happened here? That's going to be 8 points. Go to the mid-external on the corner. So there's going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 is here. Similar case, he cannot made any attack attempt because there's an empty lane between these two. Okay, that's it. And then let's go with the silver car. 7 plus 4, that's 11. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And corner modification is plus 2. And that's 1, go to the right, and 2. That's a nice move. First of all, he extended a move using his corner modification, and we have a red die here, which means I need to roll it. And luckily for him, he is not, he didn't spin. Okay, so I'm not sure if I forgot to take out this token or not, so we reached a compromise. Let's keep it like this due to the die roll. Okay, but now, the attack decision. His tactics says he need to make a decision by a die roll if the attack will happen or not. The green color means that he is attacking. And the green color shows yes, he is. Question about the defense. Rookie bots do not defend, so that's easier. If you would like to make the rookie bots a little bit more challenging, you can use the markings on the tactics. However, I'm preferring to play with the rookie bots a bit quicker, and I'm not using some rules for them. Like, I'm using the rules which are in the bot rulebook. Okay, so he allowed to attack, and what was but first I need to draw a card which says 3. However, there is a die roll, which means if there is an empty score, the attack will be not possible, but he is lucky enough to go with 3 overtaking points. 1, 2, and 3. Look at that. So he overtook 2 cars at once. What's next? Okay, car behind. So we have a green car with 6th gear. That's going to be 6 plus 1. That's going to be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had to switch the lane due to his tactics, and no corner modification for that car. And the last one, the car from the pit lane, 4th gear for him, and new tactics because we remember we had to roll a red die. And new tactics for him is going to be 4 plus 3 is going to be 7. And for the next corner, go on the mid outside. So I need to switch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And he is enough. The distance is enough on the track tile that allows him to attack the green car. No decisions are needed. That's a rookie bot, so we don't need to make any decision. We don't need to draw a card for the battle. To defense, okay, again, need to roll the white die, and luckily the result is enough to continue with 2 overtaking points. So that's going to be 1 and 2 successful attack. Congrats. And we can reduce his stress by 1. All right, looks good. Okay, so let's check any wheel to wheels. We can remove these two tokens, and we can continue with the next round. And in the next round, we have a tire check for that team. So let's check it out. Let me keep it here to remember where it was. So a die check. Green result means tires are still in a good condition and we can move the token by the result of the die. Red result means tires are worn out a bit and he will pit immediately. And he is lucky enough to be next to the pit entry. But probably he will miss it, right or not? Let's check it out. Okay, his tire wear is gone. That would result to switch the token to the backside and place his pit token also switching to the backside here for the pit. Okay, let's move with the race leader. 7, 4, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He stops on the corner and he can go -1 because that would allow him to stop on the straight. So let's apply that rule for him. All right, then that's going to be me. I can pick 1 card out of 6 and that's a tire wear. I don't need a second tire wear, so I can put it back in my deck and draw the new one. And that's a red color. Question if I want to use a red color because that's a green speed limit. However, I have 2 counters here, so maybe I'll do that. It's a shame I don't have a second green color because I could play 2 to make a combo and play the 2 greens like a red color, but still keep the green rule within the limit, within the rule. Okay, so yeah, let's go with red, or maybe I should go with blue. Yeah, maybe I should go with blue. Yeah, let's go with blue. That will cost me 1 ERS point. I'm using the blue paste. That cost me 1 energy point. And that's going to be 7 plus 4, that's 11. However, I cannot change a racing lane by playing blue card. So let's go 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a shame it's still on the corner. Okay, so let's continue with the next car in the sequence. That will be the red one. So 8 gears going to have plus 4, that's 12, and 1, that's 13, very fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Luckily, he's following my lane, so he cannot overtake. And no corner modification as well. That's good. Okay, the next one is the fourth. Fourth gear. That's going to be 3 plus 4. That's 7. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And yeah, I think I should give him after a dival new tactics. Okay, so let me put it back. So that's going to be 4th gear, yeah, 7, but with the new racing lane, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's here. And we can now finally take out its stress level, so he will get the bonus from starting from the next round, and that car is going to pit. So he reached his pit box, and we can go with the next car, which is on the 8th gear, the rookie bot. That's going to be 8, and keep the mid-external side. So that's going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So he should follow the left line. When reaching the double lane space, check the yellow arrow here on the tactics, which pointing left side. That's why he went this way. Okay. Next card, fourth gear is going to be 4 and 3, that's 7. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, plus 1 corner modification. So he is in a good position to make a next move from the 8th gear, and he can reduce its stress as well. Okay, and the last card goes 8 plus 1 is going to be 9 points. And switch the lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Plus 1, that's going to be 9. Or I made it wrong. That's 4th gear, right? Not 8. So minus 3. 1, 2, and 3, right? Okay, and let's go with the next game round. And in the next game round, we have tokens of the orange and the red car tokens. So let's start with who is the race leader, the orange one. Let's check his tire wear level. Result is green plus 3. So that means he will make a pit call 3 game rounds from now. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and with the red team, no, come on, same result. So keep it there. Okay, so these cars can continue like before. Okay, race leader, 8th gear, that's 7 plus 4, that's 11. And switch the lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still 8th gear, pretty good move. And then that's me here. But hold on, yeah, I was distracted, I think, by something, and I forgot to roll a die, right? Because I was driving way too fast here. Okay, another risk card, let's draw it. What is it? Dark clouds, the wind is getting stronger and the weather will change earlier than expected, but it's not applicable luckily because we have a sunny weather. Okay, that's good. So that was worth a risk. Okay, if I'm in 4th gear, that's going to be very slow. So that's 4 plus 3, that's 7. Or 6 if I would go with green, and maybe I can go green to reach the bonus, focus bonus. Let me check if 6 is enough to reach the 8th gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's perfect. And I will get plus 1 bonus starting from the next round. Okay, behind we have a very fast car, maybe not from the 4th gear, but still. 4, that's 3 plus 4, and 4, that's going to be 8. Let's go 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And he stopped directly behind me on the slipstream space. That means he's allowed to overtake, or at least try to overtake me. Okay, no decisions for him. So now I need to decide whether I am defending or not. Okay, defense. When you are defending using red cards in a pair, you gain plus 2 LED. And that's skills of René. If I would just have other red card without a counter steer, maybe I would do that. But no, you know, I can try to defend at all costs here with this team, but I'm pretty sure that at some point I will not have enough pace to defend all the time till still next part of the race. So I think I will give up. Yeah, I would be forced to, maybe I would be successful in defending, but that would cost me red cards, a lot of good cards, which I would rather use for the nice pace and trying to drive as fast as possible, that the other cars will not reach me so soon. And anyway, I would be still 3rd, so it's not so bad. But still, that car needs to have a good card to overtake me. What is it? 6 LEDs, you see? So if I would go with pair, that could be 7. Let's see, maybe that would be a good try, but I didn't decide on that. So 2 overtaking points based on the card, and 1 and 2, and I'm losing my great second position.
All right, let's gonna leave it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Well, I've made some mistakes during the session, but I think they didn't impact the race much anyway. Leave some comments or questions you might have. I will answer them, of course, and subscribe to be noticed when the next episode will come out. Hope to see you guys soon, and thanks for now. Bye bye.